Hello and welcome to Sedona Soul Balance. This is Anke, Otto-Wolf, Transformative Life Coach and Spiritual Soul Guide. Some of you know me also as Buffalo Feather. I have created this overview as a gift to you. The essentials to stepping into your own power, which are so important for an enlightened journey to spiritual awakening. Many times we're asking, what does that mean, spiritual awakening? So let's talk about that. We will be talking in this brief overview about enlightening your soul, what it means to make your heart sing, and then in regard, enlighten your soul. But it also means that we need to shed heavy burdens. We will take a look at your energy, and on the way there, we will collect a few essential spiritual tools, practical spiritual tools, things that help us in our everyday life to conquer things we're sometimes lost about. The topics are going to be how to protect our senses. Number 2, we talk about understanding sadness and the release of emotions. 3, we'll cover how do we recognize change. Oh, that's a good one, believe me. And also you will recognize your own change. Are you beginning to feel alone? We're going to ask in number 4. And 5, we'll talk about unusual sleep patterns and intense dreams. These things happen in our development, in our process. Asking, where am I, is getting used to your new energy, and sometimes a little bit confusing. Number 7, we will say, are we home yet? Have we reached inner center harmony and quietness? We will see. So let's start with number 1, protecting our senses. Yeah, what do I mean by that? We need to be aware of a change in our feelings, and therefore also in our well-being. It doesn't mean that when we feel good, that it means we feel well. So let's be very aware and conscious when we shift our feelings and therefore our thoughts and our actions, which again will contribute to well-being. That also includes listening to ourselves. It is so important that we listen to ourselves. How is it possible to listen to ourselves? Well, if I listen to myself, I need to include, what does my gut feeling say? Am I comfortable with this or that? Look at your own feelings. Feel your feelings. And all of a sudden, when something feels good and you are in your feelings, then all of a sudden you're making different, more conscious decisions. So feel your new feelings and try to be in them. And here comes a big one. Do not fight them with your mind, because your mind lies and your feelings tell you the truth. So stay in your feelings. What you really feel is what you really need, what you want, and how you can live. So don't start analyzing your feelings with your mind. And then, analyzing with your mind means also protect your senses, even from yourself, or especially from yourself. Why? Well, let's look at it this way. If you protect your senses, that means, that makes me feel good. Or this or that really created joy, even goosebumps. So I need to protect that feeling and not analyze it and say, yeah, that was just a moment, or that was, that's analyzing. That is many, many times what we say, analyzing it to death. And then you do not protect your senses, especially your feelings. So always, always protect your feelings, protect your senses, and don't analyze it all the time. Common sense is wonderful, but analyzing it to death, no, that's not what we want. I just want to remind you, I hope you printed out the guideline with the note-taking sheets, okay? Now we're on number 2, understanding sadness. Oh, yes, sadness. When you're sad or melancholy, your soul speaks to you. It is not always because you just heard the bad news that a friend's cat died, or someone or you lost your job. That is every reason to be sad and melancholy, angry. But when your soul speaks to you, then you can also be sad or melancholy in the middle of the day and you don't know where it comes from. Here we go again into number 1. Don't fight your feelings. Protect them. Be in them. Recognize them, be in them, and feel them. It is your soul speaking to you. It is also that you begin to learn the needs of your soul. It is very important that you learn to recognize the needs of your soul. As an example, what makes you happy? What makes you feel really comfortable? Is it a sandwich? Is it a bowl of ice cream? Who cares? If it makes you feel good, do it in the moment of sadness. Especially recognize it, accept it, and do it. Live in it. Don't fight it. See, your soul remembers through triggers. Sometimes it's a comment by a friend on the telephone, or you're watching some program on TV, a song. Those can be triggers of sadness from the past. Those triggers can bring you into the mood of sadness or melancholy in the middle of the day, as I mentioned. And sometimes it's even that our ancestors pay us a visit. Something we don't remember consciously. Something your soul has experienced. Something your ancestors have given you. And that might be the reason for a sadness and a melancholy. And to understand that is very, very important. Give yourself that gift, not only to your soul, as my book title says, give your soul a gift, but to yourself, to you. Recognize it, live in it, protect it, understand it. And when you repeat this over and over, you will understand that, number 1, protecting our senses and understanding brings you a huge step forward in the process of an enlightened journey. This is a good one. I love this one. How do we recognize change? Well, when we do take care of ourselves, begin to recognize, now I'm reaching back into number 1 and 2, as you noticed. When we do that, we begin to recognize the needs of our soul. Very, very important. And we need to meet those needs. And by doing that, we might even create new habits. And when time passes, all of a sudden, we have influenced ourselves, our soul, our feelings, our awareness, and change is taking hold. Sometimes, all of a sudden, you haven't done before. You're thinking of a new job. You want to take new courses. Ideas to create something pop in your head. Don't fight it. Don't think, forget that one. No. Pay attention. Recognize and see that you answer yourself those new ideas about a job, wanting to learn something, even wanting to find new friends. Yes, all of that is part of you changing. You are changing. And sometimes we sit up straight like this little guy here, and the light went on. Aha moment. The aha moment is the one when you recognize that change is on its way. Believe me, you're not going crazy. You're not being silly. It is that you recognize your own change because you're taking care of your soul. You're protecting your senses. You are paying more attention to you yourself. Very, very important. Give that gift to yourself, and you'll see everything around you will change. With your change, you will also begin, sometimes, not everybody, to feel alone. Not alone in the sense there is nobody you can talk to, but you're beginning to look at your surroundings, at your own actions, even at your relationships, whether they're in the family or at work or friends. That doesn't mean that you're rejecting them. No. It is just the beginning of something that is new within you. And recognizing that newness makes you sometimes feel alone, that nobody understands me. Exactly that it is. So I can promise you that it only seems that way because you are beginning to look at things a little different. You are beginning to look at things with your new energy, with your new eyes, with your new recognition, and the changes within you. You are bringing yourself on a different energy level, meaning your energy, your outlook on everything around you, especially yourself, is changing. Therefore, again, do not fight anything or be worried or even scared. Just keep on protecting your senses. Make sure you know what your soul wants. Make sure that you are taking care of the needs of your soul. And then be aware of everything. Be very aware of your changes. Write them down. Enjoy them. Embrace your uniqueness. And here comes another thing. Adjust to letting go. Adjusting to let go of what? Sometimes we have habits. Habits of, that doesn't matter, and habits of belittling things when we feel something, when we're kind of upset with ourselves or even frustrated. This is adjusting to letting go. Don't frustrate yourself. Let go. Don't be angry, upset with yourself. Let go. Don't fret over little things. let go. Let go and enjoy your new energy. And within that process, you are getting used to new relationships. Even the old ones will change, not because the relationships or the people change, but because you are changing. You are changing. You are accepting the new you, your new energy, your new outlook on certain things. You're looking at things from different angles. Therefore, you are adjusting, changing to yourself and your surroundings. Therefore, your actions change. Therefore, people in the old relationships look at you and say, what's wrong with him or her? My, that has changed. That in return is affecting how they perceive you and your actions. Therefore, a new relationship could be the old one with a new little of your energy. Okay? Here, the last one, I capitalized this. Feel you. Feel the you in yourself. Feel and react to the feelings. Be in your feelings. Remember, your feelings don't lie. Your mind might analyze your feelings into oblivion. Okay? So, feel yourself, accept, and live in your feelings. Wow, can't sleep, have intense dreams. Yeah, that might come with the territory. Why? Well, because you are in a new level of energy. You're taking care of your senses. You feel more intense. You are consciously avoiding conflict. You're stepping away from things that are negative. So why do you think it couldn't affect your sleeping? Your subconscious. So give in. Don't fight that you can't sleep. Get up, fix a cup of tea, walk around, do some exercises, watch a little bit of TV, write a poem, do your daily journal. Most important it is that you accept that you can't sleep. Don't fight it. The moment you will accept it, you probably get very tired. And then, please, do always remember to write down your dreams. When changes are happening, and you are in the middle of a big change. So, why should your dreams not change? Therefore, write them down. If you can't remember, okay, maybe the next night. But have paper and pencil ready at your bedside. Just as much as you should have paper and pencil ready during the day. Try to find a moment during the day that you write down everything you experience. Just as you should write down in the middle of the night when you can't sleep. Your dreams, thoughts, and what would you would like to do the following day. And believe me, a few relaxing deep breaths will be in many, many ways the answer. Just center yourself, breathe, relax. Be kind to yourself. Don't fight it. Accept it. Smile at yourself and say, come on, let's go to sleep. Sweet dreams. More newness. Oh my gosh. Where am I? Where am I going? Where am I coming from? Yeah, that definitely will happen. That you feel like you're going in circles. You want peace. And you have the feeling that nobody helps you. You want to move. You want a newer job. You have conflicts. You feel torn in relationships. actually you want to run away. And I'm all alone. Why me? All of these things. Yes, they will happen to you. Don't fret. Don't worry. Honestly, don't worry. This is a step before you see clear. It's almost like a fog. It's a dark fog, or just a fog, like a veil. You can't look through, and it's in front of you. The only solution to that is keep on doing what you have been doing. From starting to taking care of your senses, to acknowledging that you're sad and maybe melancholy. Be in the feeling. Do not think about it. Feel the feeling. Go by your gut feeling, what makes you feel comfortable. Allow yourself to feel this array of feelings. It only knows you from having never accepted what you feel. Now that you have all these feelings right there, and yes, maybe you don't know what your next step is. Just feel. Why I'm saying that so emphatically is because that's the point when we say, doesn't work. You have come too far. You have taken a beautiful look at yourself. You know what comforts you, what your soul needs, what you would like to do going by your gut feeling. You have battled bad dreams. You have checked into your soul, paid attention to it. Maybe even your ancestors visited you. And now here, in this array of new feelings and thoughts, yes, accept that you might feel a little confused. That's okay. Just feel it. Go back to basics, 1 through 6, and exercises more and more and more. Keep on doing what you're doing. And clarity is on your doorstep. Because clarity and truth are very, very connected. Are we home yet? What does that mean? See, it is not your house or a spot in the world. It is the peace. It is the love, the celebration within yourself, the calmness and the gentleness, how you take care of yourself. Your inner knowing, this innate knowing, that is growing. And some people call it wisdom. So what is wisdom? Wisdom is what you do with your knowledge. So grow. And when you feel centered and you feel that, that feels good, this is what I want more of, that is the path to going home. Or maybe we don't have to call it going home. It is the path to inner freedom, liberating your soul. I call it going home. You are on the way. Always, again, I need to reiterate. Practice the steps 1 through 7, or through 6 actually, so you arrive at 7. Daily. Create a ritual. Give yourself those 11 or 15 minutes a day. Don't tell me you don't have the time. Turn off the TV. Well, that's a silly program anyway. And give yourself that few minutes to bring in this new energy, bring in your new thoughts, feelings, therefore actions. Influence your relationships around you. Be and live and acknowledge your new you. I guarantee you, you have more energy to do anything, to clear thinking, to calmness, gentleness with yourself. And again, your inner knowing grows. Remember, it is a process. It is a huge process. And additionally, we need to release emotions. But how do we release? Well, in many religions, for instance, they write down the negativity they want to release and burn the paper and blow the ashes into the wind. I personally believe that if I speak it out loud, my voice is energy. Therefore, whatever I have to release, I'm asking the universe to take care of it. Or in the ancient belief, we speak it and ask Great Spirit to help us release. Your soul's knowledge will acknowledge what you're releasing. It is amazing how releasing negativity, bad thoughts, well, I shouldn't say bad thoughts then, but I should say uncomfortable thoughts. And maybe even thoughts you have felt towards yourself, or thoughts you have accumulated over a certain incident, over a relationship. Let go. Release it. Word it, speak it audibly, and ask universe, Great Spirit, your God, to help you release. And just do it. Let go. Sometimes it is not easy to getting used to our new energy. What does that mean, the new energy? Well, when you do the steps 1 through 6 and arriving at home in number 7, then you are on a different level of energy, because you have brought in so much newness. You have become aware of small things around you. You never paid attention to it before. Also, you begin to feel feelings for relationships or for certain situations you're surprised you never had. All of a sudden, your empathy for others is growing. Your compassion, your understanding for certain situations. Ooh, that can be scary. I know. And again, accept and be happy that you are feeling those new feelings. And enjoy the process. Don't fight the process. It's beautiful. Believe me, it's beautiful. And you will be grateful to yourself. That's the time when you go out and buy yourself a bouquet of flowers. And gentlemen, that goes for you too. And something new comes in, and that is you are powerful. The new energy gives you this new power you feel. This is not a power that you are overpowering everybody else. No. This is assurance, this self-image, this self-esteem, this self-growth that takes hold of you and makes the day full of joy and yes, new energy. Believe me. And when you're not sure about certain things, silence is gold. Don't share it with anybody. Get used to your own energy, your new energy, your power, your inner power. Get used to it and just feel it and be gentle with yourself. That's most important. Be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't be unkind. Don't use thoughts of, oh, I can't do that, and oh, God, I'm so fat. Oh, God, I'm so old. Oh, geez, what do I look like? Forget all that. Begin to embrace yourself with love and understanding and kindness. With positive energy, positive attitude, the new skills and tools, and your inner knowledge. You have gained so much. Hold it. Don't let it go. It's yours. You worked for it. Keep it. Use it. Acknowledge it. The entire journey is a process of recognition, accepting, embracing. And you're doing it. It's great. It's a process. We're asking sometimes, how can I transform my life? I am sure that by now you have recognized and realized that you are already transforming your life. Know that you will never be the person again who you were before you started watching this brief program. So, how can I transform my life? Imagine. Just imagine you're stepping into your own power. What does that mean? Well, remember, we just talked. That power you have. Don't talk about it. Don't share it with others unless you are very certain. Unless you know that people won't kind of smirk about you. So, yes, sure. Don't do it to yourself. Keep it and smile and be aware and know that you have that power. It is increasing your self-esteem, your self-image, your self-respect. Just imagine you have all that. And by doing that, you are learning to eliminate stress, be less frustrated, and anger is much, much more seldom. Imagine you're learning through this process to avoid conflict at home, at work, and it will be a given that you are avoiding conflict. You wonder why? Well, because you are learning all these new tools and skills, the awareness of who you are. You're going to learn how to walk away from conflict. And imagine you will be able to improve all the relationships, whether at work, at home, your lover, with your children. It doesn't matter. Just imagine all that. And because I don't want you just imagine it, I would love for you to join the Sedona Soul Balance community. We transform your life together. We grow your spiritual powers. And we will all live with harmony and with love, especially for ourselves. The first step I think you need to realize, Give Your Soul a Gift, is my book, which is really the companion to everything you're working at. It is very down to earth. So your spiritual awakening needs that gift. So get a copy. You can get it on Amazon or Soul Balance at the store. Of course, balance is spelled with an A. I just realized that. When you join the Sedona Soul Balance community, you will transform your life. Step up to it. Imagine you really learn to reduce stress, avoid conflict, and bring harmony to relationships at home and at work, just like I said it. And when we implement our powers by taking a profound look at yourself, we can manifest skills to do so. And all of it is a process. And a process takes time. But it is time to start. Imagine you knew you. And to begin the process, I need you to take that first step. I need you to send me an email, Anke at sedonasoulbalance.com. Yes, and by sending an email to Anke at sedonasoulbalance.com, you claim your 50% off of the 3-phase e-course I'm offering, the essentials to stepping into your own power. Therefore, I really urge you to respond now. Send that email to me, Anke at Sedona Soul Balance. And yeah, the essentials to stepping into your own power. We will talk about Enlightened Journey to Spiritual Awakening, 9 Signs of Growing into Self, and Truth and Clarity. And look at the price. Isn't that a joke? The entire course will be $97. You send an email, you are getting it for $47, 50% off. Transform your life. You have the key to success in your hand. Get unstuck. How many of you told me, I'm stuck, I don't know where to go? Guide yourself to soul harmony and strength. Provide the tools to overcome frustration and inadequacy to yourself. It's a very important point. Respond now. Get your home study e-course and bonus gifts. Okay? Send me an email. I will then provide lots of information also when the live webinars are and how and when you receive your e-course. Here again, contact me. My phone, 928-254-1879, or email Anke at sedonasoulbalance.com, or visit my website, www.sedonasoulbalance.com. And by the way, Skype me, Anke O-W, A-N-K-E-O-W, on Skype. Love to see you there. Love to hear from you. So make sure, send me that email so I can also, you benefit of 50% savings. Okay? I want to thank you for listening, for participating, and I want to thank you for your trust. I hope this brief gift will give you a little glimpse into how you can give yourself a gift. Bye for now. Aho.